What do you call a man who shaped a generation, controlled the charts, and built an empire from the ground up, but might have done it all from behind a mask? Sean Diddy Combs wasn't just a music mogul. He was the mogul. From Bad Boy to Ciroc, from MTV's Making the Band to walking into Forbes' Billionaire Club, he was the definition of black excellence, a street-savvy genius turned global tycoon. But behind the sharp suits and private jets, behind the sold-out concerts and Instagram smiles, a different story was unfolding. One that's now cracking wide open, exposing the twisted machinery of fame, wealth, and manipulation. For decades, rumors clung to Diddy like smoke. Lawsuits vanished. Critics were silenced. Stories changed. But now, the house of cards is collapsing. Started with a whisper. Then came the lawsuits. And then the raids. FBI helicopters, tactical gear, dozens of agents, 2 mansions stormed on opposite coasts, targeting the man who once boasted, "Can't stop." But now, the question is, what were they really after? Insiders say this wasn't just about tax evasion or shady finances. This was deeper, darker. The agents weren't just taking ledgers. They took hard drives, phones, servers, security footage, vaults, and here's where the story takes a sharp, disturbing turn. Allegedly, Diddy kept tapes, not just of parties or business meetings, but secret footage, private recordings from inside his estates, hotels, and exclusive gatherings. Recordings that may involve high-profile celebrities, industry executives, and other powerful figures doing things they never expected the world to see. Some say these tapes were his insurance, his blackmail, his protection, a weaponized vault of secrets. And now, it's in the hands of federal agents, multiple accusers, former girlfriends, assistants, security members have stepped forward with lawsuits, each one peeling back another layer of this empire. They allege coercion, psychological warfare, abuse, and threats. One even claims she was trained and controlled like property. Another says she signed NDAs that would ruin her if she spoke out. Batch back home. But she spoke anyway, and with each lawsuit, the picture becomes clearer and more terrifying. Diddy's inner circle is shrinking. Artists he once mentored are now silent. Brands are reconsidering. And the industry that once worshipped him is holding its breath. Because if those tapes are real, if they show what insiders claim, they could ignite the biggest scandal in entertainment history. Picture this: private footage exposing billionaires, celebrities, political donors, media giants, deals made in darkness, secrets that go beyond music and into real power. Now let's talk about the music industry's silence. Why were so many people willing to look away for so long? Because Diddy wasn't just part of the industry, he was the gatekeeper. Getting blackballed meant your career was over. Speaking out meant lawsuits. Leaking the truth? That could cost you your life. If the rumors are to be believed. For years, people whispered about mysterious disappearances, careers derailed, and handlers that protected Diddy's image at all costs. One former artist claimed, "It wasn't a record label, it was a cult. You either obeyed or you disappeared." But here's the twist nobody saw coming. This isn't just about Diddy anymore. Once the feds entered his world, they opened the door to everyone he protected and everyone who protected him. Rappers, executives, politicians, global investors. That's why the fallout could be apocalyptic. Some say this is the tip of an iceberg, that this investigation is connected to international trafficking, offshore accounts, and elite-level manipulation. And the FBI? They're tight-lipped. Not a word has been made official, but the silence is louder than ever. Meanwhile, Diddy's team is scrambling. Statements deny everything. Lawyers say the raids are witch hunts. But for a man who once ruled the world, he's looking more isolated than ever. His upcoming deals? Frozen. Brands backing away. Collaborators missing in action. The man once known as Puff Daddy might soon just be known by an inmate number. But here's what's most chilling. Even if Diddy goes down, what happens to the tapes? Who else gets exposed? Could this scandal break open a chain of blackmail, betrayal, and destruction across Hollywood, hip-hop, and beyond? Or will it get buried, redacted, and erased like so many scandals before it? One thing is certain, the empire built on power, secrets, and image is collapsing in real time. This isn't just a story about a music mogul falling from grace. This is a story about what happens when someone builds their legacy on silence, fear, and control. And the world finally says, we're not afraid anymore, because in the end, the truth always finds a way to the surface. And when it does, it burns everything in its path.